Public speaking is scary. Public speaking is more frightening than death. But what's more interesting is most people have no idea where their public speaking phobia comes from. Until about a couple of years ago, it was easy for me to imagine that there are natural born speakers and then there was me. That's how I'd felt my whole life. And it's not that I was the shyest person in the world, but public speaking was just a terrifying thing to do. I'd rather take a punch than be up there to speak in public because I always thought I would do a disastrous job if I ever spoke up in public. But fast forward that to now, I've managed to make massive improvement in the way I speak in public, and I'm definitely more confident than I ever was. Let me tell you something you already know. Whether we are talking in a team meeting or presenting in front of an audience, we all have to speak in public from time to time. We can do this well or we can do this badly, and the outcome strongly affects the way people think about us. Now, even if you're not someone who needs to make regular presentations, but there are plenty of situations where you need to demonstrate your public speaking skills. So this video isn't just for people who want to jump into the public speaking world, but for anyone who wishes to improve their speaking skills. For example, you might have to talk on a certain topic at a conference, make a speech after accepting an award, explain your product to the customer, deliver training to the new recruits, speaking to your friends and family for an interview, or even proposing to someone, and so on. And the list is endless. And if that worries you, I'm going to share with you a really effective way of how you can improve your speaking in less than 5 minutes. And ever since I've been following this tip, this has changed my life significantly and put me on my way of becoming a better speaker every single day. So what is this that I'm talking about exactly? Malcolm Gladwell wrote a book a few years ago, Outliers. And in one of the chapters he asked, what does it take to achieve world class? What is it that leads to a truly excellent level of a skill? As a musician, as a sportsman, as a speaker? And he looked at multiple different cases. Is it talent? Do Americans have this innate ability that they can be great public speakers and people from India will never get there? And the answer is no. So what is it that leads to excellence? And the answer is 10,000 hours worth of practice. No matter where you start from, no matter how talented a kid was in school, it's the kid who practices 8 hours a day is now playing as a world-class footballer. Leo Messi wasn't born with a better right knee or a better left foot than anyone else in the world. It's what he chose to do every day after school, every weekend. That means he is where he is. So here's my tip for you. Every laptop comes with a webcam and every smartphone has a decent camera these days. So what I want each of you to do is I want you to spend 5 minutes every day for the next 10 days. Get in front of the camera and record yourself. And when you record yourself, I want you to explain something. You can explain a product, explain your CV, you can explain your vision, or explain literally anything. I can't say this strongly enough, but I'm going to try. If you do that for 5 minutes every day for the next 10 days, I can guarantee that you're going to see a great deal of improvement in the way you speak. And you're not going to believe this, I was shit nervous when I recorded myself for the first time. And it won't be a walk in the park for you either, and you'll probably find your first few videos a bit silly. But hey, don't worry, no one else has to see them. You can delete them rather quickly if you have to. The video allows you to get feedback so that you can get better. You can spot your mistakes and improvise in the next video and the next video and so on. And I understand 5 minutes doesn't get you very quickly to 10,000 hours. 10,000 hours, 8 hours a day is 5 years. 4 hours a day, 10 years. 2 hours a day, 20 years. But we're all going to be alive 20 years from now, or even 30 years from now. So just imagine if you set a target of practicing something every day. And to start with, you will need to make a commitment that you will dedicate 5 minutes for the next 10 days. And you will be surprised how incredibly improved your speaking will become just in 10 days. And let me put this simply for you. There is absolutely nothing I can tell you here which will turn you into a great speaker. No amount of watching YouTube videos of Bill Clinton is going to turn you into Bill Clinton. No amount of reading is going to turn you into a writer. It's only by speaking that you turn into a speaker. So just remember the rule that I call the 3P rule to master any skill. And that is practice, practice, and practice. And that brings us to the end of the video. I want to thank all of you for taking the time to watch my video. And I would be grateful if you also came along in making the world a better place. So be a part of my YouTube family by clicking on the subscribe button at the top left corner, and it's free. And if you've got any questions for me, you can also put them below. So until the next video comes out, bye!